So Ethereum's up 200% in the last 30 days. There's a lot of speculation going on that the flipping is going to happen and Ethereum will flip Bitcoin for the top cryptocurrency by market cap. And Vitalik Buterin's dad has just been exposed as a certified stud. And if that's not enough, Ethereum is getting a massive update to the foundational technology that underlies it. Think about cars going from gas to electric, or internet going from dial-up to broadband, or think about going from candlelight to Edison's light bulb. In this video, we're going to go through everything that you need to know about Ethereum's triple halving and exactly what that's going to mean for the market. All that I ask in return is that you hit that like button below for me, and let's jump in. So Ethereum's been the second biggest cryptocurrency by market cap for a few years. However, it does have its problems. It's got low transaction speeds, really high gas prices, and scalability issues. And these are the reasons that there needs to be a change on the Ethereum blockchain. And this change that is projected to happen next month may lead to some massive outcomes. People are calling it the triple halving. Now, if you have heard this name before but don't know what it means, I don't blame you, because it has nothing to do with tripling or halving. But it's named after Bitcoin's algorithm that decreases the portion of Bitcoin awarded to miners by half every few years, known as the Bitcoin halving. This creates a deflationary stress on the Bitcoin token as Bitcoins become more scarce over time, and therefore miners and other users of the currency are less likely to offload their asset. And in fact, Bitcoin halvings are notorious signals in crypto history for bull cycles. And so many people are hoping that this triple halving on Ethereum is going to follow history and lead to a massive spike in the price. Now, Ethereum's mining reward mechanism is not algorithmic like Bitcoin. It's actually been based on community votes, but the results are basically the same. Up until 2017, the block price was 5 ETH, then it was lowered to 3 ETH up until 2019, where it was lowered again to 2 Ethereum, where it now sits. But what we're facing on the Ethereum blockchain is not just a reallocation of the reward. It's a complete overhaul of its entire foundational structure. You can refer to this as the Ethereum merge. And the whole point of this merge is to change Ethereum from a proof of work chain where the strongest computers win to a proof of stake chain where whoever has the most money on the line wins. Now, the triple halving isn't actually referring to the merge. The merge is referring to the halving part of the triple halving sentence. The triple part is 3 consequences of this merge that is speculated to be influencing the price of Ethereum. So I'll first explain the merge to and then what the triple effect of the merge will be. So the merge is happening in 3 stages, another 3, but remember, this isn't the triple part. This is the halving part. The beacon chain, the merge, and then the shard chain. So the beacon chain is a parallel chain that has been operating alongside the mainnet since the end of 2020. This is where the proof of stake consensus mechanism has been implemented and tested. But to be completely implemented in Ethereum, the beacon chain must be merged with the mainnet. That's part 2 of the merge, is actually getting the proof of stake on the beacon chain and the old proof of work on the original Ethereum chain and merging them together so that the Ethereum chain has the proof of stake technology. I saw a good way of someone describing this, which was basically to think that there's a car driving down the street on a gas engine. This is the Ethereum that we're dealing with right now. And then on the beacon chain is building an electric engine that's going to power the car. Of course, the electric engine is way more powerful, way better for the environment, but we need to switch the engines over without stopping the car. So right now on the beacon chain, we've built up that electric engine and the merge is being planned for next month in September. This is where we're going to try and switch the engine from the old gas one into the new electric. But we have to do this, of course, without stopping the car. And then finally, phase 3 of the merge is the shard chains. The shard chains are planned to confirm that Ethereum's scalability is massively improved. These extra chains better circulate the transaction load across the network and permit more data to be held on the network. The beacon chain is planned to harmonize the network of shards. You can think of this as the ability to increase the electric engine's power through software. So for this entire process to take place, it's going to take 6 to 12 months. But because of this merge, once again, there's going to be 3 things that contribute to the triple part of the triple halving that are speculated to make Ethereum's price absolutely soar. And these 3 things don't include other benefits that's coming from this merge, like it being way better for the environment. Compared to the proof of work, the consensus mechanism is said to lower energy consumption by up to 99.5%. And it also has nothing to do with there being better gas fees on the Ethereum chain, which is just going to be another benefit for us. In fact, Vitalik Buterin said that after the merge, gas fees could be low as 0.002 of a dollar. But now, here are the 3 big factors that make up the triple of the triple halving. The ones that have speculators guessing that ETH's price is going to be between 5 and 10 Gs over the next 6 to 12 months. Part 1, the exponential decrease in distribution. Validators are going to ingest less energy to operate, and the network can spend smaller block prizes to deliver incentives for people to operate them. Annual distribution of ETH will decrease from 4.3% pre-merge to 0.4% post-merge. Put another way, instead of creating 13,000 more ETH a day, we're going to be creating just 1,300 more ETH a day. And at ETH ETH's current price, that's a sell pressure reduction of $21 million a day, which is over $600 million a month that is not being added into the ETH economy. On top of that, miners who are getting paid ETH for proof of work have to buy hardware, warehouses, GPUs, and computers, and therefore they need to remove profits that they're making out of Ethereum into US dollars and other fiats in order to actually buy these assets. This once again creates a large sell pressure on the economy. But now, validators are going to be getting paid based on their proof of stake. And with proof of stake, the more you have staked, the more you can earn. And you don't have any of these hardware costs, meaning there's a massive incentive to actually keep the ETH that you're earning restaked on the chain, massively decreasing the sell pressure in the ETH ecosystem. The incentive flips from miners wanting to dump their rewards and cash in to buy more assets to miners wanting to restake their profits and lock them up back in the Ethereum ecosystem. The second part of the triple halving, the EIP 1559 burn after sending. This is a software update to the Ethereum network that burns a part of each transaction's expense. For example, if you're buying an NFT and it costs 0.01 ETH in transaction fees to buy on OpenSea, 0.003 ETH will be burned and emptied from the money supply, meaning this doesn't go to the miner, but this disappears from the entire economy. And once this perpetual burn mechanism is implemented, it's going to be massive. For example, over the last 12 months, if this feature was already implemented, we would have burned 1.9 million Ethereum, because most people don't know that ETH doesn't actually have a capped supply. In fact, just have a look at how inflationary ETH has actually been over the last 3 years. But with these first two updates, Ethereum is actually going to be trying to become a deflationary asset. And lastly, what's the third element of the triple in triple halving? Well, it's a lockup duration. People being unable to actually withdraw the ETH that they stake on the protocol. ETH withdrawals are not presently executed and are scheduled to be added in a post-merge software update. Present method is to deploy the withdrawal functionality in a software update 6 months to 1 year after the merge. This basically means the ETH that you have staked, you're unable to actually withdraw until the functionality comes into play, and they'll probably not open it up for full withdrawals once it comes in, but limit how much you can actually take out. Now, this leaves us with a few questions. What happens to the original Ethereum proof of work chain? Well, actually, this is more of a fork than a merge, because that chain is still going to exist. And a lot of people are speculating, depending on how it's going to play out, that proof of work chain may have quite a bit of support for it. And if you're holding a large bag of Ethereum, for example, you may be able to double your money because you're going to have the same amount on proof of work and the same amount on proof of stake. However, the value of proof of work may absolutely crash, or the value of proof of stake may absolutely crash. We don't know. We also don't know what's going to happen if this implementation of the merge actually fails. Everyone's expecting it to go through seamlessly, and it has passed all the tests so far, but it would be quite catastrophic and pretty crazy if something was to go wrong to the Ethereum network. And lastly, are these three factors really going to absolutely explode the price of ETH to 5 or 10K over the next 12 months? Well, of course, nobody actually knows, but they do contribute to a decrease in a massive amount of sell pressure and a decrease in a massive amount of actual supply of Ethereum. And everyone knows basic supply and demand. When you lower the supply and you increase the demand based on the staking rewards that are now out there, probably are going to see an increase, especially over a longer period of time. But of course, you have to make sure that the price is not already factored in. Once again, we had a 200% increase in Ethereum in the last 30 days. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's another buy the rumor, sell the news sort of deal, and Ethereum might crash. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.